Morning, this is Mark from Mark's Mustang Garage. If you've been following our Facebook page, you'll see that we've been having a fair bit of an issue with lifters on this Cleveland block that we have in our 70 Mustang. What we've been experiencing is loss of oil pressure and oil going into the valley, and it's been caused by the set of lifters that we have bought, which were Johnson lifters, protruding out of the actual lifter bore, the oil port actually protruding too far out of the lifter bore. So we've done a bit of research on this, and we've found that this issue is more to early Cleveland blocks. It certainly doesn't seem to be an issue with the later Australian blocks. What I've been able to do online with search of talking to other engine builders and other people who have built their engines that have experienced this problem, they all seem to have earlier blocks. So we've done a bit of a research. We've actually located a set of Howard lifters thanks to a local engine builder here who helped me with this, and I'll just show you the comparison between the Johnson and the Howard lifters that we've sourced. You can see an idea of the difference in the actual oil port height on the Johnson lifters. You can see there it's quite significant. It's probably a little bit hard to see the Howard lifter, but it's right at the top of that straight edge. But that you can actually see how the Johnson lifter port oil port is very high. So as part of this, we reached out to our cam supplier, who's actually supplied the Johnson lifters, and trying to get some rectification or some satisfaction out of this. And the cam suppliers come back and said that they will actually grind the base circle on the cam free of charge, which is good of them. However, that's going to create another issue that we will have to then go out and redegree the cam, reset the geometry, new set of push rods, the likes of that. So we're not going to go down that road. We've actually measured up the geometry on these Howard lifters, and would you believe they are exactly the same as the Johnson. So although they physically look different, the geometries actually come in identical. So we will actually be using these Howard lifters, which we sourced locally here in Australia. I will put up some photos of the problems and some other little videos with this, and a link to Powell Machine in the US, who have had experienced this problem, have a very good video of comparison between 3 different sets of lifters, one of which were the Johnson lifters in big block Fords. A lot of these lifters carry over. They do a lot of different models, but they're designated to specific blocks because of the separation of the lifter bores are bigger in a big block, I should imagine. I've never built a big block, so I can't really say that honestly, but a lot of these are actually the same lifters. Johnson actually list this same roller lifter for both a Windsor and a Cleveland. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I do know Howard list 3 different lifters for a Cleveland. However, they are different brands. I believe Howard source their lifters from Morrell and Gatum and another company which escapes me at the moment, which is fine. They're all good lifters. I don't have an issue with that. But I'll put up some photos as well and that link, and to give you some idea what to look for. And if you're putting a Cleveland together and using any brand of lifter, check your lifter bore height, because the biggest problem with this is if you put the engine together and prime it with the intake manifold on, you will not see this problem. And the first thing you're going to know about it is at high revs you're possibly going to be pumping a lot of oil into your valley and possibly starving your bottom end for oil. We found this because we actually primed the engine without the intake manifold on, and we're very surprised. I've never experienced this. Our cam supplier has said it's a common thing with rollers, putting roller lifters into early Holden blocks, or Holden blocks that aren't designed for actually roller lifters. So just be aware of that. Check your lifter bore porthole height, your lifter oil port height when you're assembling an engine, so you don't have the issues that we have had, and it's cost us a lot of time, a lot of headaches, but we're getting there. Bye for now.